So I get it. You're on a steep deficit, going for the final push of the cut to achieve that Asian model physique that you've always dreamed of. But as the week passes, you notice that your energy level is dropping slowly and slowly over time. You're experiencing constant breakdown, feeling as if you're on the verge of quitting it all, throwing it all away, and stop your diet. Now, I feel you because I am in that exact position that you're in right now. Eating on over 500 calories deficit on a daily basis, knowing I still have that bit of cardio that I haven't done in order to shed that last pounds of fat. And obviously it all comes with a cost. My ability to focus on uni, business, work, and every other thing in my life. And since I've experienced 2 different glow-ups in the past 2 years, here are the 4 things that I'll be doing to make sure that I don't give up halfway and not achieving the dream physique that I always wanted, and how you can also apply this on your glow-up journey. First things first, you gotta stop forcing your diet. Now, when you do something you don't enjoy, it normally takes up a lot of your energy, so it will make it harder for you to stick to something for a long time. Now, what I tend to do to make my diet less forceful is to follow the 80-20 rule, meaning 80% of my calories will come from clean, lean, and healthy food. The other 20% is the food that I actually enjoy eating. It could be fried chicken, it could be ice cream, it could be shin ramyeon, it could be pizzas, it could be whatever. Now, the logic behind it is that when you are able to turn something that you enjoy doing into a habit that actually benefits you, you're going to be able to stick to that beneficial habit in the long run. And what's even better is that with this system, you can avoid burnout, at least for a very long time. Think of the best athletes like LeBron James, Steph Curry, Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, or even anime characters like Deku, Luffy, Naruto, or Hinata Shoyo from Haikyuu. Reason why you see them keep progressing over time and get better and better is because they love what they're doing. Yes, I get it's fucking tiring, but what they're experiencing is the balance between joy and discipline. And you already know it, their results compound over time. 2. You need to stop eating a big meal and start breaking them into smaller ones throughout the day. Now, just to warn you in advance, because I don't want to sell you on any unrealistic ideas or expectations, it might be fucking hard, especially when you're just starting out, because you're used to cramming all those food into your mouth all at once. But what I will promise you is that when you get used to eating multiple smaller meals per day, you will see a lot of benefits. For example, your energy will be constant throughout the day because your food intake is widely spread throughout the course of 24 hours. Secondly, your hunger will decrease. Think of it this way. You're spreading the food that you eat into smaller chunks throughout the 24 hours bracket. And so whenever hunger creeps in, a new batch of food will kick that hunger in the ass and pushes it away. And you'll be back in a satiated state, meaning you'll be placed at a point where you're no longer hungry. Now, for me on this final push cut, I'm eating anywhere from 4 to 5 meals per day, and it's been doing me wonders. The third benefit of eating smaller meals throughout the day is that you will be able to get rid of all those random cravings that you get, especially towards nighttime. Now, I'll be real, this is a big one. Lots of people, even myself in the past, got confused between cravings and hunger. Think of it like when you're going grocery with an empty stomach compared to when you just ate a big meal and you're full. Chances are you will end up buying more unnecessary food that you don't need on your diet when you're hungry. The final benefit of eating more of the smaller meals is that you will enjoy each meal a lot more. I can confidently take myself as an example for this point. I look forward to the next meal. Like right after this, I've got a meal. I'm so hyped to eat it. And the same went for every other day in the past. Now, the reason is actually simple. Obviously, I'm not hungry, but the more important thing here is that I wasn't too full that I was sick of food for a long time. And especially when you're cutting, realistically, it's very hard for you to be full. So might as well keep your stomach filled multiple times per day and not be hungry instead. Now let's move on to point number 3. It's about the mindset. You see, I trained my mind to think like a healthy eater. And with that, my body was trained to crave clean food. Now this is going to be a fairly short point, but what I tend to do is just think of the most oily food, the most disgusting food that will make me bloat, that will make me have a lot of acne, that will make my body feel like shit. And what that does is that will get me disgusted. And those were the food that I used to eat in the past. I know that most of you should have eaten something that caused acne, that caused you to be fat, and that's why you're now having to glow up. So just think of those food, think of how oily they are, and be disgusted with it. Now the best thing here is that it reminds me of how I used to look, how I'm not satisfied with how I look right now, and it creates that dopamine hit, aka motivation, for me to go for clean food, because it makes me feel 10 times better, not just physically, but also mentally, and make me feel proud of myself for craving that, as well as just eating them in general, right? 4. I started finding more healthy substitutions for the food that I actually like. Now let me tell you this, after 2 years of obsessing over how I look and almost be traumatized by it, I figured out that the art of dieting is never about full discipline or going extra hard on that thing and just dropping all the joy. And I know that most red pill guys have taught you and have engraved this mindset that joy equals to being undisciplined. Well, then how come the greatest in the world in every single profession love what they're doing? I still think being disciplined is extremely important, but it's not about cutting out the joy. Instead, it's more about doing something that will help you become consistent while making sure that you're still making progress over time. So back to finding the substitution that will help you stick to your diet. What I tend to do is I go to the supermarket. Now, especially if you're in the US, Australia, or honestly, a lot of Asian countries have them too. They just exist more or less. So what I would do is I would tend to find higher protein and lower calorie substitutions for the existing food that I already like. There's so many examples that I'm currently using right now. It could be protein ice cream, protein cereal, high protein milk, 0-calorie cognac jellies, low-calorie milk tea, low-calorie chocolate fudge and maple syrups. There's so much more. So, if you're someone who's struggling to be consistent with that steeper cut and finding it hard to stick to it, just following these 4 rules will bring you a long way. Now, what's important here is that you are consistent with them. You're using them on a daily basis. You do it over and over and over again because it will train your mind to be consistent with that too. And this is the most important bit in integrating a healthier habit. Now, if you want more valuable information like this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell down below to never miss a single future video because I will be posting a lot more on glow up tips, on the daily stuff that I do to help me stay lean or get lean, alongside so many other raw stuff that I will be doing. And if that's something you enjoy, don't miss it out. On that note, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.